Okay, I've been asked this question several times, and I'm going to answer it today. Why don't I consider running for public office? Well, the biggest reason is because I don't believe in the system. I believe the system is corrupt. I believe the system is unjust. And I believe the system cannot be changed. The system's going to have to fall apart, and then a new system is going to have to be built. So it doesn't make any sense for me to go to Washington, D.C. or try to go to Washington, D.C. and participate in a system that I don't believe in. A system that I believe that cannot be changed. Another thing is I'm completely unelectable. I don't support the Federal Reserve System, and in order to get elected in this country, especially at the federal level, you must support the Federal Reserve System. You have to ultimately go along with the increase in spending, despite the rhetoric. You have to be a part of the system. You have to be one of those people that is owned and paid for by the corporations. You need corporate money to really win elections too. You can't really just run off of money you receive from the people. If corporations don't support you, then you're not going to win. Plain and simple. And you have to be the type of person that corporations want to support. And I don't want to be that type of person. And there's a lot of other things that make me pretty much unelectable. First of all, I'm black and I'm not a Democrat. And that alone pretty much eliminates me from ever winning any type of office. You can't win an office being black and a non-Democrat. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Because you can't run as a black conservative or a black libertarian, because most black people aren't going to vote for a libertarian or a conservative, and a whole lot of conservatives aren't going to vote for a black person. So notice I said a whole lot, I didn't say all. So before you start typing, that alone pretty much makes me unelectable. I'm not married. People believe that being married makes you more mature. A lot of people do. There's a lot of idiots, a lot of immature idiots who are married. But hey, you know, this is what the American people look for. And substance is not something that's valued with a lot of the voters, or really the majority of the voters. They're interested in persona, they're interested in speeches, they're interested in hearing what they want to hear. That's how you get elected. And that's another one of my problems. If I was to ever become a politician, I speak my mind far too often. When you speak your mind, you say things that people don't want to hear. And, you ever heard a woman say that she's looking for a guy who's honest? She doesn't want a guy who lies to her. But then you notice that guys who are honest don't really do too well with the ladies. Guys who are nice, guys who do try to treat the woman right, they don't do too well. Same thing with politicians and politics. The nice guys definitely finish last. So what I'm trying to say here is that if you try to treat people honestly, then it's not going to pay off in elections. The guy who says what people want to hear is going to win. Even though it may be obvious that he's a sociopath, that's a guy who's probably going to win, And just look at the type of people who get elected. Bush, Obama. On one hand, you have a guy who was a C student, spent half his time in college sniffing coke, and he runs oil companies into the ground. He's elected president of the United States. On the other hand, you have a guy with a resume small enough to fit on a calling card, and the only thing he's done is run for office and work as a community organizer. I mean, come on, who in the hell would vote for that? But obviously that's what the American people want. That's the majority. That's what people want. And we look at what people want, Bush and Obama, I don't really fit in with those guys. I know it sounds harsh, but my lying skills aren't very good. I don't have a lot of practice lying to people. And in order to be a good liar, you have to be willing to say things to people to their face that you know is not true. And I struggle with that. So I lack the skills in that department to really do well in American politics. Another weird thing is that religion matters a lot to people. Well, not really. Religion means a lot to people, but not spirituality. People, they want somebody who believes in God and believes in the same God that they believe in, or at least pretends to. Okay, they don't care if you live your life according to what the Bible says. They just want you to talk like you believe in God and you believe in the Bible. course, I'm referring to Bush and many other people, you know, but they don't care if you live your life that way. I mean, you can talk about God all you want, but then you start unjust wars and get over 1 million people killed. I mean, again, people aren't worried about the substance. So the main problem really is I don't believe in the system, and people want you to tell them what they want to hear. And I'm not interested in doing that, so that's why I'm not running for political office. Alright guys, would you ever consider running for political office? And if so, tell me why. And if not, why would you consider not running? Why would you avoid running? And what are the type of changes you have to see to encourage you to run?